Well, everyone, there's the moon out. Nice waxing moon. And the skies are, ever since this coronavirus hit, they've been slowing up on the chemical contrails during the day. Let me make sure I got the moon in frame, because the sun's so bright I can't see my screen. But let's just hope we got it. Well, the sky is very clear today, people. But what the problem remains that as soon as the sun goes down, let me show you how nice the sky is. And this has only been the fact since there's the sun, and the sky is a beautiful blue today. I haven't seen this. Yesterday it was a beautiful blue, but the problem is, the moon is over there. The problem is, as soon as the sun goes down, the entire sky will, out of the north over here, over Lake Ontario is where they do heavy chemtrailing, and it blows in from the north to the west, and then from the west to the east. And it'll fill the whole sky right when you want to see the moon when it's shining white. Okay? That plasma there, which is what the moon is probably made out of, I don't know for sure, but I don't know. That's my only guess for some information I have. I can't verify it. But the moon over here, you can look at it now, but as soon as that sun goes down, they will fill the whole sky with chemtrails. And it's terrible. As soon as the sun gets about 10 degrees over the horizon, the chemtrails come and they fill the whole sky. Then it clears at about 3 in the morning when I can look at the sun or the moon as it's setting. But it's terrible, and this coronavirus is a big, huge distraction. Alright, it's not as bad as they say. I believe martial law is coming. Tanks will roll. And I don't think our life will ever be the same. I'm sorry to say that, but I think that's the fact. Our life will never be the same. And it's just terrible. I believe that the New World Order system is coming. I believe our economy is being deliberately crashed. And a new currency will be introduced. They'll get everyone. The middle class is now the new poor people, and the poor people will be the homeless people. They'll join the ranks of the homeless. But once everyone in America becomes dependent on the government's tit, they'll introduce a mark or microchip of some nature telling you that you cannot get your funds anymore unless you get this mark or chip. And I promise you, people, do not fall for that. I'd rather starve in the weeds than take that mark and lose my soul. Now, you keep paying attention to world affairs, and you can equate what's written in Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter, you don't need to have to understand Revelation and the symbolism and all that. But Matthew chapter 24, by the words of Yeshua HaMashiach, a.k.a. Jesus Christ, tells us in one swift chapter what is to come. And it's rumors of war are big time, especially with China and Russia. Iran's in the background. I believe they're the axis, the new axis of World War III / World War IV is Iran, China, and Russia. And China and Russia, especially China, they're blaming us. They're saying we released the coronavirus on them when it, in all likelihood, came from Wuhan province. You know, it might have been accidentally released, but they were preparing that as a weapon against us to soften us up. Alright, now Trump just activated 1 million reservists. Pompeo is telling all Americans overseas, not visiting overseas, but who live overseas, to get back to America immediately. And Pompeo, or the Pentagon, has ordered all high-level staffers in underground bunkers. Now, that's not for the coronavirus. Those are war measures. Okay, and I believe there's a media blackout right now where the teleprompters are just telling them what to say about the coronavirus. For all we know, California could be under siege by troops entering in from the Mexican border over to California, Texas. You know, Canada and Mexico are going to be avenues of entry for these foreign troops if they come. We wouldn't know it. We wouldn't know it, not really. I mean, I could get a call from my aunt that lives in California, and she could tell me all types of things, and all I can do is tell my 45 subscribers, because my channel is highly censored by YouTube. You know, it's terrible. But what's coming is not good. They're deliberately crashing our economy, you know, and to get us dependent on their funds. And once we are, then they'll come with a marker microchip, and don't take it. It's from the Bible. It'll be a requirement to continue receiving your funds. Don't take it. But and they're also exaggerating the violence in major cities to institute martial law. They're telling everyone, even I used to like Carlson, Tucker, and Hannity, but they're bitches now, because they're right with the narrative, promoting the violence that the coronavirus is producing in major cities, and they're having police run around in mass. You know, CIA operatives are doing everything they can to disrupt shit to get martial law instituted. And once martial law is instituted, the sitting president is the president regardless of any election result. You know, I believe Trump would win a re-election, but if martial law is instituted, the sitting president who instituted that martial law remains president until martial law is over. So that's just another product of martial law. And it's coming. This is it, folks. If this ain't it, then I'll drop the whole thing. You know, this is it. You know, everything the Bible says in Matthew chapter 24 is upon us. And I went to Tops yesterday and bought like 15 items. It came to almost $70. I couldn't believe it. I almost put it back. Terrible. But, yeah, these times are not good for us. I believe that China and Russia are going to make their move on us. They're softening us up now. You know, if they come in, there's no such thing as nuclear weapons, people. You need to research the flat earth topic. I hate that title, because the earth's not flat. Okay? The earth is not a spinning ball, but the earth, with all its hills, mountains, valleys, plateaus, is built on a stationary level foundation. Okay, nobody knows the shape of the earth. It's in a circle, it's round, but a two-dimensional circle on the ground, like you can draw a circle on the ground or the wall. All right, it's built on a level foundation, and it's stationary. Our earth is protected by, you know, a dome. Dr. Van Allen and NASA counterfeited the firmament when they introduced the Van Allen radiation belts. There are no such things. It's the firmament. The ionosphere we can bounce signals off of. That's the firmament, ladies and gentlemen, from the Bible. All right? And our earth, we don't even know where we live. They've dumbed us down in the following the heliocentric model, which is Satan's version of reality. Everything that the heliocentric model promotes is a direct contradiction of what the Bible says. The Bible says the earth is firm and immovable in many places. And water, great bodies of water, are always seek their level. The only thing that can interrupt their level is wind that creates waves and currents within the water. There's no such thing as gravity. It's a farce. All right? So we're going to be in for problems, but at around when the sun sets, they'll introduce the chemtrails. It'll cover the whole damn sky, and it's terrible. We're being sprayed from above. We're being assaulted from all angles, people. All right. That's all. God bless. Turn to the Lord Yeshua, Jesus Christ HaMashiach. Pronto. Read Matthew chapter 24. Oh, there's the moon. I can see it now. I hope I've had it in frame this whole time I've been rambling. But that's what's coming, people.